time you did something for the first time? Well, that question is recognized in triathlon circles mainly because of Sally Edwards. She's the first paid female triathlete. She's competed in over 16 Ironman triathlons, and she even came in second in the 1981 Hawaiian Triathlon. Triathlon is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle. With the proper training, nutrition, and planning, you too can participate in a sport that's not very well known in this community. In the next few minutes, I'll be giving you the tools that you'll need to decide whether or not triathlon is for you. I'll be clarifying what exactly triathlon is. I'll be explaining what type of gear you need, explain each discipline, and I'll be illustrating a proper training plan. Triathlon is a three-sport discipline. It consists of swimming, biking, and running. There are different levels of races. They are the sprint class, which is the half-mile swim, 12-mile bike, and 3-mile run. The next distance is the Olympic, and that is the standard race, which consists of 1-mile swim, a 25-mile bike, and a 6.2-mile run. And the big one is the Ironman. I'm sure you've all heard of that one. It's the 2-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and a 26-mile run. To do a triathlon, you need specific gear. You need a bathing suit that fits snugly, preferably competitive brand like Speedo or TYR. You need cap and you need goggles. For the bike, you need a bike that fits, a bike that has gears. You need a helmet and preferably bike shorts. And for the run, you basically just need a good pair of running shoes. Now each discipline is practiced on different days so you don't overwhelm your body. Now the swimming part usually strikes fear in most people because not that many people swim for long distance of time. And it's also the best sport that you can see the most improvement in the shortest amount of time. Now there's 4 main parts to the swim. There's body position, arm mechanics, leg mechanics, and the breathing. Now once you put all these together, that's when you know that you'll be able to go out and swim for long periods of time. I suggest you train at a pool, at a municipal pool, or at a gym pool because it offers the longest distance and it offers lane lines, which will help keep you straight. Now here's an example of a swim session, and the swim session consists of 4 parts. It's the warm-up, the first set, the second set, and the cool down. I try to swim each lap without stopping. That way my endurance builds up, gradually builds up. It's very important to cool down at the very end to bring your heart rate back down. Now the biking is the easiest because all you really need is your bike and a clean road. So I suggest you pick a nice park or a nice neighborhood with little to no traffic. Always wear a helmet, and remember, cycle in a circle pattern. It'll maximize your efforts. Now the run can basically be walked, jogged, or run. Train for an hour, and the key elements of that are stretching, set an even pace, and gradually increase your speed and your distance. Now besides the gear, besides the plan, there's another key element, and that is desire. Training for triathlon is a very daunting task. Triathlon in itself is a very intimidating sport, but it's a very doable sport. So as long as you have a burning desire to try something new, you too can succeed. Now creating a training plan is usually the hard part if you really don't know what you're doing. Now what I did is I followed someone else's plan until I developed my own plan. Here's an example of a training plan. It's one that I use every day. I train for 1 hour a week, and I train different disciplines on different days. Swimming is the hardest, so I dedicate 3 days a week. I run on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and I bike on Thursdays. And I always rest on Sunday. I do this for the first 10 weeks. On the 11th week, I double up, and that's called brick training. That is where you take 2 disciplines and do them back to back. You're trying to incorporate a transition to each discipline. Now for that, I take Monday for the swim and the run. I rest on Tuesday. I swim and bike on Wednesday, rest on Thursday, swim and run on Friday, And on Saturday, I try to do all 3 sports back to back. Once again, I'm practicing the transition portion of this race, which is also a very key portion. Now I only do the disciplines for 20 minutes each so that I don't overextend my muscles. But again, the transition is what I'm practicing on the 11th week. Now, week 12 is race week. So that week, I rest. I don't do any of the disciplines. But I do plan my travel. I travel to the event. I check in and do the fitness expo that they usually have the day before, and then it's race day. So as you can see, triathlon has many key elements. It's not just a sport, but it's a lifestyle. With the proper nutrition, motivation, planning, and training, with the specific gear, with a plan, and with the desire, it's something that I think each and every one of you will be able to do. There's one key thing that we missed here. You need to ask yourself, why would I do a triathlon? What are my goals? Without goals and without specific motivation, you really won't have the proper drive to follow through your plan. And I promise you, it's not going to be easy and the results won't come quickly. But I guarantee you, when you cross that finish line and you hear the roar of the crowd, it's one of the most memorable experiences of your life. So I thank you for being here. Now let's go train.